Hey everybody, Motopoet59 here. I was reminded when wearing this shirt, yes, I've done a couple of videos in it, I don't do these each day, that over the last 10 years or so, I'm very politically vocal. And I am a conservative, as you all know, and I'm well spoken, I'm a wordsmith, I'm a very good writer, and I present my cases very well. I don't call people names or cuss or go off on an emotional rant when I'm discussing politics, and the things I say make sense. And thus I have had quite a few people over the years tell me I should run for office. And if I were 40 and all these things were going on, maybe I would think about it. When I was 40, and especially when I was 30, there was no internet really. I mean, there was an internet when I was 40, but it was in its infancy and more community voices boards, some AOL stuff, rather than what we have now with the social media platforms that are out there. It's something I might have really considered had I had enough prodding. Money isn't really an issue, and I'm not saying that I have money, but getting people to back you up really isn't that difficult to do where politics is concerned, especially where I live, Bakersfield. A lot of conservatives out there, and my ideas are good. I'm not a person that's going to be handled, and so, maybe that would have hindered me, maybe not. But now I'm a little too old, got a little, I don't care about the skeletons in my closet. They're not really in my closet. My skeletons are sitting out on the front porch. I'm not ashamed of those things. I'm not afraid of those things, but they do make a difference to rank and file people. So, maybe that would have slowed me down. I'm not like Bill Clinton. I didn't not inhale. I inhaled a lot. I inhaled through my lungs and snorted through my nose. I did a lot of meth, a lot of speed, took a lot of pills, smoked a lot of pot, did drugs, pretty much everything. But I never shot anything up. I never mainlined. I wanted to have fun. I didn't want getting high to be a job, and that would offend a lot of people's morality, I guess. I don't believe that abortion should be a political football. And if someone tossed a question at me about it, I would just put it right back at them and say, yeah, what's that got to do? If I were, especially say if I was running for mayor or something, or city council, what does that have to do with anything that's going to go on in this political realm? And even as you get up, people, how do you feel about abortion? There hasn't been a meaningful piece of legislation concerning abortion made since Bill Clinton was president. And it doesn't come up. It really just doesn't come up anymore. Guns, I love guns. I have a couple of guns. I haven't shot any of my guns in over 10 years. But people harp about guns and gun control and gun laws. There has been no meaningful gun legislation even introduced, really, since the Brady Bill. And they get the scary looking gun laws and stuff going and things like that, but there's nothing meaningful, nothing that's going to keep anybody from getting guns. Besides that, you can't keep criminals from getting guns. If criminals want to get guns, they'll get guns. It's not the people like me who've owned guns since I was 12 years old. I'm 60 now, and none of my guns have ever shot anybody. I've never shot anybody. I've never pulled a gun on anybody or any of that stuff. I keep a gun. I'm armed inside my house. I keep a gun handy, but it's not like I carry it to the door with me every time the doorbell rings. Even in the middle of the night, I have a baseball bat by the door in case I need it, but it's unlikely that I'm going to open my door and somebody's just going to try to barge in. But some of the things, some of the way I feel about things isn't popular at all with people on the left, and some of it isn't real popular with Republicans. And I should say rhinos. True Republicans and conservatives are okay with my outlook on things. They just want people who can get things done. And with the election of Donald J. Trump, that is certainly true. Who would have thought? I certainly wouldn't have. I was still mad at Trump when the campaign stuff all started. I was still mad at him over ruining the USFL. But he's turned out to be a good president. He's been under fire since before he was elected with false narratives, false accusations, lies. The Democrats built false dossiers trying to tie him with things, and nothing, not one single solitary piece of evidence has ever come forward to back up any of those accusations. But anyway, I don't know. I think if I were a little younger, I really would consider making a run at maybe a city council seat. Today, I actually believe that Kevin McCarthy is vulnerable. That's almost unbelievable to say, but I believe it's true. He's not very popular among hardcore conservatives anymore. He's backed down too many times. He's made too many excuses. I still like Kevin. I voted for him, and I will vote for him again if somebody without more conviction, unless somebody like that runs against him, I'll still vote for Kevin. I've met him a few times personally. He's a nice guy, but I don't think he's doing what he's been elected to do, nor are most of the other elected Republican representatives. I'd like to change that, but I'm a little old, and I've got other things going on in my life. I don't want to dedicate my life to one purpose at this stage, but I still find it flattering when people tell me, man, you should run for office. So, who knows? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Shoot me an email at motopoet59@gmail.com. Click on the bell if you want to be notified of future content. And we'll see y'all later, but probably not on a campaign stage.